at the Palm Springs Comedy Festival, and I have with me Cheryl Lee Scott.
Hello,
Gorgeous
people.
comedian.
Thank you.
I stalked you online like all the other comedians that are up first because I just got here. And
First time I've been stalked by a lady.
Well, get used to it because you're hot. I was really impressed with you, and I get the feeling that you have 2 kids.
I do.
Did I stalk you properly?
I do. I have a
Okay.
6-year-old daughter, Kiki, and my little boy just turned 8, Hayden.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're just in front of me because I have a 3 and a 6-year-old.
Oh.
So you could like tell me, you could like, are you starting to feel more free to pursue your comedy? How about that?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have tried to do this earlier on.
Yeah.
And now I have more content too from all the craziness.
Absolutely. Do you like tonight? Your set, is it going to be a lot of that stuff, or is it other stuff?
Mostly,
Yeah.
the last 3.5 years, I was going through a divorce from their
Okay.
father, and
Bring it in. Bring it in.
But you know what? If you don't,
Yeah.
either you laugh or cry. So I'm just trying.
Absolutely.
like,
I say that all the time.
I'm trying to make my life.
You're at the right channel.
Yeah,
We
funny
decide to
instead
laugh
of
instead
sad.
of cry. Sometimes the tears slip through because that's part of the truth of it, right?
Yeah.
So you're making fun of your ex-husband then?
Probably too much, and his new wife.
No. Yes.
She
Absolutely.
asked to come see me perform one
Oh,
time, and
no.
I'm like, well, the thing is that he'll cry because
Yeah.
it's all about him, and she just doesn't get it. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's seeing him from a different perspective,
Absolutely.
and not that
She's
he's a bad
still
guy.
No, but she hasn't experienced the side of him that you have.
Yeah, and
they
she
don't have
and
kids
she won't.
together,
No,
right?
exactly,
Yeah.
and it's just
Yeah.
a different experience. But
Absolutely.
a lot of it is about that.
And so
just,
when she comes to your show, what do you? I always think about this. Like if I make fun of my stepmom, like it would break her heart if I made fun of her. She might be watching now. That was just an example. I don't make fun of you. But then that person comes to your show, like you have to reshuffle your set, or you're just like, you came to my show, you're my husband's new whatever.
Yeah,
You
they
just go for
have
it?
not come to my show
Okay,
yet.
all right.
And last night at the Comedy Store was the
Yeah.
only time that I've actually mentioned her.
Yeah.
Just in passing, it was sort of like an improv little about how they met on Tinder.
Right.
Which she is not ashamed of. So
Yeah.
I think that she would laugh. I don't know if he would be offended. Maybe he would think that it's creative that I came up with these jokes about him.
Does he have a good sense of humor?
He does.
Okay,
So,
that's good.
I mean, I
But
don't
when
think
it
would
comes
be
to
offensive.
himself, does he have a good sense of humor? Like, can he laugh at himself?
I think he could laugh.
Okay,
I think
cool.
he could.
I like that.
But we'll see if we eventually get there.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. So what about your kids? What do your kids think of your comedy?
oh my God, my 6-year-old daughter the other day, she said, Mommy, you're not very funny and you should open your art gallery again because I can eat chocolate there.
Gotta love those
They
kids.
can't come see me perform.
Gotta love those
so-
kids. She just wants you back. That's all that is. So my son is really supportive, the 6-year-old. He's like, it doesn't matter if they laugh or not. Just go do it because it's what you love.
Aw.
And I'm like, I love. And then my daughter's like, don't do comedy because she's not ready to say.
Yeah.
She's 3, and so she's
But it's
like,
the
"Don't
perfect job
leave."
for a mom because you can
Yeah.
do it at night when they're
Yes,
asleep.
but-
so.
Do you sleep? That's the thing. I don't sleep.
No,
Like I'm so
I haven't been
exhausted,
sleeping
and
lately.
I go through the days like a zombie.
I know.
And and do you feel judgment from other parents? Like, 'cause
the
it's kind of a
parents-
wild lifestyle.
The
you know?
parents that I know have been really supportive. Some of them are a little bit skeptical about whether or not I'm going to have to travel around. And luckily, I have a strong support system. My
Good.
family lives nearby, and
Oh, great.
their dad will help
Yeah.
and everything. We have a great nanny, so
Right. You're almost more free now that you're divorced.
kind of.
I mean,
yeah.
right? Because like right now, my husband is at the pool with the kids. He's like,
Exactly.
I don't want to stay at home with them. I'm coming to Palm Springs.
Oh my God.
Seriously?
It's a double-edged sword because
Yeah.
on the days that I don't have them, I get really sad.
Oh, that's so
so
hard. Yeah, you miss them.
Like I seem all happy and
Yeah.
smiley, but there's like that dark side, and I think that dark side actually helps contribute to comedy. I'm like
Yeah.
segueing into another topic. that,
No, it's true.
Yeah.
I think this is how we deal with those moments in our life. I'm asking everybody another question. I'm asking, actually, I don't know if I asked everybody, but I'm going to ask you. Was there a moment when you said, I want to pursue this full time?
Well, I took a class with Leslie Wolf. She's amazing.
Is that
and
Clappers? You guys do your show? I feel like I've
we
seen
started
your
the
show.
improv at the
Oh,
Hollywood
okay, cool.
Improv.
Okay.
And I at first thought the class was improv. I actually didn't know that it was
funny.
stand up.
You didn't know what you were getting
So,
into. Oh, that's hilarious.
and the first night of the class, I remember like not really wanting to drive all the way to Hollywood from West LA, and my kids were at home, and I just felt them tugging on me, but I still
Yeah.
showed up.
Yeah.
And after the first class, I knew that I'd met my people,
Yeah.
my tribe that I was looking for, like my
wow.
whole life, because I've had so many different careers.
Yeah.
I've done so many different things, and I've had a few friends encourage me to do this. But after my first time live at the Improv,
Yeah.
I felt really comfortable. And it
That's
was
awesome.
just
And it
something
was
that I
just,
wanted to
this
keep
is
doing.
it. Yeah, I think it is like heroin. I feel that it happened first open mic. It was like going from terrifying to be like,
Yes.
it's really
Because you're so
addicting.
nervous before,
Yeah.
but then when you get up there
That's
and you're in your element.
Because everyone's always saying, "Oh, you're so brave. You're so brave." I'm like, it's not that hard.
No,
you
that's
guys.
one of my jokes.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
You know, I say that people tell me that they don't have the balls to do comedy, and I'm like, I don't
It's
have
such
balls
a slacker
either.
profession.
Like,
You can sleep in, and then you just like read something off your phone. You just have to get up. You just have to get up. That's what I
well,
find.
and I
Like,
think that there's a lot to it for every person. Like for
Sure.
me, it's a lot of practicing and memorization. Where I thought previously, I thought you could have just gone up there and wing it, and maybe
Yeah.
you can after years and years of
I
experience.
think you
but-
earn that.
Yeah.
Because and I think though that's what makes you so vulnerable, and that's what I find really interesting about comedy is watching someone. They're teetering between failing or succeeding on any given joke or moment, and I think that's so interesting and compelling to watch. You were a Miss America or something?
Oh,
Wait, can I get, like she's so gorgeous. I want to get the story on that. Really
I
quick.
was in the Miss California
Yeah.
pageant when I was 19.
That's when you do it, right?
Yeah.
When you're of age.
I put myself into a pageant in Los Angeles and I won.
Oh, you did it yourself.
My
Yeah.
first year of college, I won Miss North LA County, USA.
Hey, that's not too shabby. That is when someone says like, "Oh, I won like, I don't know, Minnesota or something," but like LA.
Yeah, I guess it was a
There's
big deal.
millions of people in LA. Yeah.
And I did not win Miss California, so
So
unfortunately.
then you went to, and then there's the next step. And where did they do that? Miss California.
It
that in
was
Los
actually
Angeles?
in Southern California
Oh,
that
okay.
year. They
Okay.
have it in different cities
Got
every
it,
year, but it was
got
at
it.
Universal City.
And did people like come up to you and try to like be like, "Oh, can I date you because you're so hot?" Or like, did you get a lot of
I
like,
had a boyfriend at
guy
the time.
attention that's like, "Oh, she's one of the ones like the hot ones." Like, I feel like here's the thing: we're living in the Trump era, and I feel like he stalked like all the Miss Americas.
Okay, he owned Miss Universe at the time, which owns
So
which
so did
owns
Trump
Miss
hit on
USA.
you? No, I'm just
Well,
kidding.
he wasn't at our pageant,
Okay,
but I have
okay.
to say that all the girls in
Yeah.
1996
Yeah.
thought that it was cool that Donald Trump owned Miss Universe.
yeah.
And like we
They're
thought
on
that he was a
board.
cool guy.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. He can be a cool guy, but then when he becomes the president, it's like not cool anymore. You know what I mean? Like he was a personality in the
Exactly.
80s. He's a TV personality. He's kind of a pain in the ass
That doesn't qualify you
for
necessarily.
the president. Presidential.
Let's
the
go
most
down this
highest
rabbit hole.
office. So yeah, that's so interesting. No, it's fine, whatever. Honestly, I have this theory that when I start to get a little crazy, like YouTube, like the algorithms like scramble. So we'll see if this video is something you guys can even watch. You're like,
Oh, okay.
two ladies talking real talk. Thank you so much. This is awesome. Thank you, Cheryl.
Let me help you.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Are
I'm
you going?
sweaty.
No, I am too. Are you
Palm
going right
Springs.
now?
I am going on pretty early on because my name starts with a
Yes,
C.
that's
so.
how I know about you. 'Cause I've only gotten through like a third of the names.
Okay, thanks
Cool.
a lot.
Hopefully I'll
See you
catch it.
later.
All right.